So functions domain related questions from mains material we'll do from 61 onwards. One by log 2 minus x. What to check two things. One is because it is the denominator should not be 0. Log 2 minus x should not be 0. And inside the log, whatever is there, that should be positive. So 2 minus x should be greater than 0. These are the two things I need to check. Log of something is 0 only when it is 1. So 2 minus x should not be 1. And 2 should be greater than x. X should not be 2. Or 2 minus x should not be 1, sorry. So x should not be 1, but x should be less than 2. That's it. So you can write domain equal to minus infinity to 2 except 1, or minus infinity to 1 union 1 2. On the number line, 2 is there, 1 is there. Everything before 1, between 1 and 2. Okay, this whole thing is the what we want. Okay, here the function is f of x equal to square root of log base 10 5x minus x square whole by 6. Whole by 6 doesn't matter. Inside the square root, something should be greater than or equal to 0, and inside the log, something is there greater than 0. So two things I have to check. Log base 10 5x minus x square is greater than or equal to 0 because it is inside the root. And 5x minus x square inside the log, so it should be positive. 5x minus x square should be greater than 0. When I send 10 here, inequality will not change because this is more than 1. So I'll get 5x minus x square is greater than or equal to 10, which is 5x minus x square is greater than or equal to 1. Now I'm not going to check this. It's not that it is not important. If something is greater than or equal to 1, it is automatically greater than 0. So when I take this and this and this, finally I will get 5x minus x square should be greater than or equal to 1. If it is greater than 1, automatically it is greater than 0. So this is x square minus 5x plus 1 less than or equal to 0. I have to find the roots which may come thirds, and then between the thirds I have to take. $61, everybody clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have to solve this now. And you try to find the roots. Minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. I'll get 5 plus or minus 25 minus 4 into 1 into 1 by 2 into, which is 5 plus or minus root 21 by 2. So this x square minus 5x plus 1 less than or equal to 0 can be written as x minus 5 minus root 21 by 2 1 root, x minus 5 plus root 21 by 2 and root. A quadratic equation with leading coefficient 1 with roots alpha beta can be written as x minus alpha into x minus beta. Now we take number line and take the two roots of 5 minus root 21 by 2, 5 plus root 21 by 2. Anything more than the bigger root when you substitute, that x value is more than both of them. So this is positive, the product is positive here, negative here, positive here. We want negative including with this. So it is, so domain equal to, or you can say 5 minus root 21 by 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5 plus root 21 by 2. That is domain. Closed interval 5 minus root 21 by 2, 5 plus root 21.
Sir,
Yes, please.
down, what did you write? Sir? 5x minus x square will greater than
This and this.
10, sir.
Because what is inside the log, that should be greater than 0. Right? This is end. And what is inside the square root, that should be greater than or equal to 0. And when you send in here, you'll get 10. Sorry, this is 10 power 0. Sorry. Okay. And 10 power 0 is 1. Maybe that's your doubt. So from here to here, it is 10 power 0, which is 1. It should be greater than or equal to 1, and it should be greater than 0. If it is greater than or equal to 1, automatically it will be greater than 0. So the intersection of these two is greater than or equal to 1. I don't have to verify this because in this already it is there. And that I brought everything to the other side. I got this quadratic inequality with less than. The roots are not simple, they're surd, so I have to find the root separately and write x minus alpha into x minus beta less than or equal to 0. Whenever you want less than 0, it will be between the roots. Whenever you want greater than 0, it will be outside the roots. We know that. We have been so many times. Okay, this is 10 power 0. I might have written in that. Is it okay, 63?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, did not understand, sir. Down. Once again, can you explain, sir?
Okay. When we discuss different basic things that we learnt in domain, what is that we learnt? Inside the square root, if something is there, it should be greater than or equal to 0. If something is inside the log, it should be greater than 0. If something in the denominator, it should not be 0. Right? Here only two things are
Yes,
important. Root of something, whatever is inner to that, it should be greater than or equal to 0. And whatever is inside the log, that 5x minus x square should be greater. I have to check this and this. Right?
Yes, sir. Understood.
All right. Now, from here, what to do? Send this 10 here, 10 power 0 is 1.
Yes,
So this
sir.
should be greater than or equal to 1. At the same time, it should be greater than 0. If
Yes,
it is
sir.
greater than or equal to 1, automatically it will be greater than 0. So the intersection of these two is this.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. And after that. Anybody else has any other doubt, please feel free to ask. Any part of it or the whole thing. Lavanya, understood 63?
Sir? Sir,
Yes, who is this?
sir, I have another question now.
Yeah, you can ask at the end. Okay. Every day after class, I can stay for some time if somebody want to ask some doubts. Row number 88. Lavanya, are you there? 80 or 88?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood 63?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir?
Okay, I'm going to add. Yes, please. Srikar, Sitaram.
Sir, why? Nothing, sir.
Okay, 65, we have somehow two things. So we have to find domain of each and then find the intersection. So root x plus 2 plus 1 by log 1 minus x base 10. For this root to be defined, x plus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0. And for this denominator should not be 0. Log 1 minus x base 10 should not be 0. And what is inside the log should be positive. So three things I need to check. Something is under the root greater than or equal to 0. Something in the denominator should not be 0. Something is inside the log, it should be greater than 0. Here you will get x should be greater than or equal to minus 2. And 1 minus x should not be 1 because log 1 is 0. And x should be less than 1. So if we take this and this, minus 2 is here, 1 is here. This says it should be greater than minus 2. That says that is closed. This is open, less than 1. All these things. If we take the one more than minus 2 and less than 1 means between minus 2 to 1. All these things. So these two together, if I combine, I get minus 2 less than or equal to x less than 1. And this one says x should not be 0. So domain is equal to closed interval minus 2 to 2 open 1 except 0. Or I can write minus 2 to 0 union 0 to 1. That is minus 2 closed, 0 open, 1 open. Everything between minus 2 to 0. Everything between 0 to 1 including minus 2. Ritam, is these 3 points clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Basically, we are finding ultimately what are the complete set of x values for which the whole function is defined. That is what basically domain is.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what's the difference between domain and codomain?
We'll not have discussed about a function. A function basically will have an input and will have an output. Okay. The output is a part of a set. That set is called codomain, and complete output is called range. And the input is called domain.
So meaning the codomain is a part of the range.
No. Range is a subset of codomain. Okay, 65. Anybody any doubt? Yashashwini, have you understood the 65?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody, please put on your videos.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, this is Ramya, sir. Sir, can I put all the
Tell me.
students who didn't switch on the letters in the waiting room, sir?
Okay. 5 minutes, man. After 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Listen, children, everybody. After 5 minutes, whoever video is off, for whatever reason, you will be put in the waiting room. If you put on your video, you will be joined back. Okay. You don't have to complain that I'm missing the class. You have to put on your video. If you're missing the class, later on see the recording.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. 67. Log with base 2 and the log of that with base 5, x square minus 5x plus 7. Sanjeev, roll number 125, are you there? Sanjeev, roll number 125, are you there?
Hello, sir.
Yesterday class you are there, Sanjeev?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
Sir, 2 days
See
I
the
am not-
recording. From 2 days you are not there. Okay. My class recordings I sent you. See it once.
Yes, sir. In group I have.
Okay. So anyway, I made them public. You can directly go to the channel, YouTube channel mine, and you can see. Or I can send the link. You can open with that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Sir, in your YouTube channel, it is showing no content.
No, yesterday evening only I made everything public. Now we can. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, till now only with the link you can see. I unlisted earlier, but now I made it. Sri Kavya, are you there? Roll number 162. Sri Kavya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me how to proceed with this question? How to find the domain? Are you there with past 2 classes, functions?
Sir, due to some network issues, I am unable to listen class properly, sir. I am getting disconnected.
Okay, okay. Then I'll ask somebody. It's okay. Okay, 374, Shravya Sri. Are you there? Shravya Sri. All right. Anyway, what is inside the inner log? That should be positive. So x square minus 5x plus 7 should be greater than 0. And this whole thing is inside this log. So that also should be positive, because if it is negative, log of that is not defined. So even log with base 5 x square minus 5x plus 7 should be greater than 0. What is inside this log? That should be positive. What is inside this log? That whole thing should be positive. Anybody doubt about this step? Okay. Now, this first one I don't have to check. I'll tell you why. Because the second one will give me 5 power 0 here. X square minus 5x plus 7 should be greater than 5 power 0, which is 1. x square minus 5x plus 7 greater than 0 and x square minus 5x plus 7 greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, automatically be greater than 0. So I only need to check this part. When I bring here, you will get x square minus 5x plus 6 greater than 0, which is x minus 2 into x minus 3 greater than 0. To take the number line 2 and 3. As usual, positive here, negative here, positive here. Whenever you want greater than 0, it is outside the roots. Whenever you want less than 0, it is between the roots for the quadratic inequality. So 2 less than x less than 3. So domain is equal to open interval 2 to 3. Please put on your videos, otherwise will be sent to waiting room.
Sir, it is greater than 0, no, sir?
Oh, greater than 0.
it's,
Sorry.
yes,
Yeah. Okay. So this region and this region, that is x less than 2 or x greater than 3. So domain minus infinity to 2 union 3 to infinity. Basically, whatever inequalities that we learnt earlier, okay, mainly we learnt here. For finding the domain of the functions, we need to know about those inequalities. That's why we taught them earlier. Sandeep, understood 67?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Sachinanna.
what is closed bracket of x, sir?
What is closed bracket of?
X, only x, sir.
Only x. What do you mean by that? That is greatest integer function. I had to explain that. That is greatest integer function. Alex. Okay, I'm going to erase this.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, when I solved only the left-hand part, that is x square minus 5x plus 7, I got, while solving the roots, I got under root 25 minus 28, sir.
Yeah, so that means what? It doesn't have real roots. What does it mean? Roots are complex.
Complex.
When leading coefficient is positive and b square minus 4ac is less than 0, what will you conclude for a quadratic expression?
Expression is greater than 0.
It is always for all values of x. So if you want to know for which values, when it is greater than 0, for all values of x. So here you will get x belongs to R. Here you will get this answer. When you take the intersection, again it is this one.
Okay, sir.
But I saved your time. You don't need to solve that because if it is greater than 1, automatically greater than 0 part is included in. Okay. All right. A lot of people are in waiting room because the videos is off. Okay, 69. Log x is x square minus 1. Namrata, tell me what are the things I need to check here for 69.
Sir, x is greater than 0. X square minus 1 is greater than 0 and x square minus 1 is not equals to 1.
Okay, good. So whenever you want a log to be defined, this should be positive, and base should not be 1. X greater than 0 and x plus 1 into x minus 1 greater than 0 and x square should not be 2. Only this one will come minus 1, 1, positive, negative, positive. This will come negative. So x should be positive and x less than minus 1 or x greater than 1. And x should not be root 2 and minus root 2. I will take intersection of all of them. This one says, okay, let me write minus 1, 0 and 1. This one says I should be greater than 0, all these values. This one says less than minus 1, okay, and more than 1, okay. But I want both. X should be positive, this inequality and this inequality. Here I cannot take because upper one doesn't have any, this one, this is also not there. This is there, but this is not there. So after 1, okay. So x should be positive. On top of that, more than 1, so it should be more than 1. Negative is not okay because x must be positive. So, and what about root 2 and minus root 2? There is a root 2 here. There is a minus root 2. Minus root 2 anywhere did not come in our final part, so root 2 came. So when you take intersection of all these things, I'm getting x greater than 1 and x should not be root 2. Anyway, minus root 2 is not there. So please see carefully how to take intersection. This is one inequality. See where is that on the number line. This is another inequality where it is this one or this one. See where both are both shadings are there. This inequality also should be there. This inequality should be there. That is only after 1. In that we don't want root. So now the domain is open interval 1 to infinity except root the number root 2, which can be written as 1 to root 2 union root 2 to infinity. Anybody, any step, any particular part doubt of about 69?
Sir, can I just put off my meter for a few minutes, sir?
Okay, I'm going to erase 69. Anybody any doubt or anybody needs more time?
No.
Okay, 71. Sine of log of root 9 minus x square by 2 minus x. Okay, Snigdha, can you tell me what should I do about this for finding domain? Snigdha, are you there in the class?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me how to find domain of this?
9 minus x square should be greater than equal to 0.
Okay.
2 minus x needs to be greater than 0.
2 minus x needs to be greater than 0. Okay. Is that sufficient? Anything else?
Sir, the whole root over 9 minus x squared by 2 minus x should be greater than 0.
Okay. Why did you say this one separately, the 2 minus x should be greater than 0?
Sir, it is in the denominator.
Denominator if it is negative, any problem?
Sir, then that whole root over 4 minus x square by 2 minus x will become negative because the numerator is anyways.
Yeah, numerator is already positive. So for that you are saying denominator should be positive. That means this is actually included in this, because when you try to solve, you will understand denominator should be positive, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll write this in the next step. That's good. Okay. I can write that 2 minus x not equal to 0, but it's not so important because we already took greater than 0. So what is inside the root is usually greater than or equal to 0, but later on we'll understand even equal to 0 is not okay because it will become 0 and log 0 will not be defined. And something in the denominator should not be 0. So what is inside the square root greater than or equal to 0? Denominator should not be 0. And this whole thing is inside the log, and that should be greater than 0. Sine, no problem. Sine of anything is always defined. So sine doesn't create any problem, only about log. Okay. Now, when I try to solve this, automatically it will be included that the 2 minus x cannot be 0, it will be undefined. And even this equality I have to remove because I want this to be greater than 0 only. So I think I can just write root minus x square by 2 minus x should be greater than 0. Or let me change it in a slightly different way. I want to write simply 9 minus x square should be only greater than 0. And 2 minus x greater than 0. That's all. Everything else is included here. Why? If denominator is numerator is positive, that's why denominator also should be positive for a ratio to be positive. Okay. I can write that statement. Since root 9 minus x square is greater than 0, 2 minus x should be greater than 0. Neither numerator can be 0 nor denominator can be 0. Okay. So all this including is simply 9 minus x square greater than 0, no equality, and 2 minus x should be greater than 0. So this is negative avoided, this is 0 avoided, numerator 0 is avoided. So you will get x square minus 9 should be less than 0 and 2 greater than x. For this, x plus 3 into x minus 3 should be less than 0 and x less than 2. This one alone, I'll be getting -3 to 3, positive, negative, positive, everything between -3 to 3, and x less than 2. Okay, and that next. So here I'm getting -3 less than x less than 3 and x less than. Let me take this intersection. -3 is here, 2 is here, 3 here. This one says everything between -3 to 3. This one says everything less than 2. If I take intersection is only this region, which implies -3 less than x less than 2. The domain is open interval -3 to 2.
Sir, why not equality for 9 minus x squared, sir?
Because law. Here we want only greater than 0. There is no equality. Not because of this, because of this.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody else has any part of it doubt? Well, you have to see how from here we got this one. We should be clear about that. Of course, for doing 73, I have to tell something about inverse function and then greatest integer function. Okay, so after 71, I'll tell some more theory and then we'll come back. All right, everybody completed 71?
Yes, sir. Complete.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, for quite some time, I'm not giving any homework from IP because we've done inequalities and logarithms which are not there in the textbook. But functions chapter is there in 1-year textbook. In that last exercise, there will be questions about domain and range. Okay, so only domain questions I want you to try. Okay, in IP homework book. Okay, you have 3 notebooks. One is for class notes, one is for objective homework book, and another one is IP homework. So in that IP homework book, you can start doing functions. Last exercise only domain questions. There are solved examples. You can do them optional, but just look at the solved examples, whether you want to write it or not. Okay. All right. So I want to tell 2 things. One is about inverse trigonometry. We have a separate chapter. We are not yet done, but a little idea I want to tell. I'm sure you must be using in physics here and there already. Okay. Let us say sine 30 degrees is 1/2. All of you know this. Then we'll say sine inverse 1 by 2 is 30 degrees or pi by 6. It is not sine power minus 1, it is not 1 by sine, it is not that way. For example, f of 7 is some 12. We will write f inverse 12 is 7. Basically, what does it mean? If there is a function, when input is 7, output is 12. Then there is a reverse function or inverse function, we call it. That is f. This f power minus 1 is not 1 by f. We just should read it as inverse function of f. That's all. It is not this one. And f inverse of 12. Okay. So there is one. It is like a machine where you give 7 as input, 12 is coming output. There is a machine reverses the whole thing. You give 12 as the input, output will come 7. If this is called function f, this is called function f inverse. All right. So this is that symbol. Okay. Of course, there's something called principal values and all that. Right now, I don't want to spend enough time on that. But this is very simple. So if somebody asks me sine inverse root 3 by 2, what is the answer?
60 degrees.
60 degrees. 5 by 3.
5 by 3. Sine inverse 1, what is the answer?
90 degrees. 5 by 2.
5 by 2. Sine inverse 2, what is the answer?
No such value.
No.
So question is wrong. Okay. Because if answer is some theta, when you send, you should be able to get sine theta equal to 2. But there is no theta where sine theta can be 2. Right? Okay. Sine inverse minus 1 by 2. What is the answer?
One
330 degrees.
210 degrees.
Yeah, you can say 210, you can say 330, you can say minus 30 degrees also. Right? Let us see if somebody can say this. Cos inverse minus 1 by 2. What is the answer?
So not possible.
No, cos value can be minus 1 by 2.
Sir, 120 degrees.
120 degrees.
120 degrees.
2 pi by 2. In second quadrant, cos can be negative, but here we could not get second quadrant because in second quadrant sine is only positive. Okay. So the definition of inverse is very simple. Okay, I can write somewhere. If f of x equal to y, then we simply write f inverse y equal to x. We just read it as f inverse, but it is not 1 by f. That's what I want to say. Now, if you want to talk about sine inverse x, this x should be between what to what?
0 to 1.
0 to 1.
Negative value is not okay?
Sir, minus 1 to 1.
Minus 1 to 1.
Yeah. I asked sine inverse minus 1 by 2 also said answer, right? Yeah, it should be minus 1 to 1. Okay. So I'll just write one here. Okay, first point, if f of x equal to y, okay, f inverse y equal to x. That's all. Second, sine inverse x, for this the domain is closed interval minus 1 to 1. Sine inverse x is defined when x is between minus 1 to 1. Similarly, cos inverse x, what is the domain? Same, minus 1 to 1.
Minus 1 to 1.
Tan inverse x. If you take tan theta, whatever theta you take, and take the answers of that, all the answers will be between what to what?
Minus infinity to infinity.
Yeah. So tan inverse of 1, root 3, any number you can tell. So it will be all real numbers. Whereas sine answers are only between minus 1 to 1. That's why for sine inverse x domain is this. Cos answers are always between minus 1 to 1, but that's why it is this. But whereas tan, it covers all the way from minus infinity to plus infinity. Same thing with cot inverse x. Cot inverse x is also all real numbers. Let us see if somebody can tell for cosecant inverse x what is the domain. If you take cosecant theta and take theta whatever you want, we'll get different answers where they will be.
Minus infinity to minus 1.
What is
Union
cosecant
1.
30 degrees? What is cosecant 30 degrees?
2.
2, sir.
2. Okay. If a number is between -1 to 1, if you take reciprocal of that, it will be between what to what?
Sir, minus infinity to -1, comma 1 to infinity.
Yeah. If a number is, let's say, open 0 to closed 1, you take all the numbers between 0 to 1. If you take reciprocals, where they will be? Only values from 0 to 1 if you take and take reciprocals, where they will be? What are those values will be from what to what?
1 to infinity.
1 to infinity.
Yeah. Reciprocal of this will be 1, reciprocal of this will be infinity. All are positive, 12 power 1 to infinity. If I take something between -1 to 0, all negative values between -1 to 0, their reciprocals are between what to what?
Minus infinity to minus.
Minus 1.
Yeah. Earlier we had drawn the graph of cosecant x also. Some of you might have remembered that it will be like this, it will be like this. It will cover all the values from 1 to infinity. This will cover all the values from -infinity to -1. And sign is like this. All these are between 0 to 1. Their reciprocals are 1 to infinity. All these are between 0 to -1. Their reciprocals are from -infinity to -1. So cosecant inverse 1 by 2, if somebody asks, it's a meaningless question, because if you call this as theta, send this one that side. Cosecant theta is 1 by 2. If you take reciprocal, sin theta equal to 2. But sin theta cannot be 2. So cosecant theta cannot be 1 by 2. Cosecant inverse 1 by 2 value will not be there. But if you ask 2, it's okay. Because then cosecant theta will be 2. Sin theta will be 1 by 2. You can say 30 degrees. So if you want to talk about cosecant inverse x, your x should be between -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. Same for secant. Secant inverse x also -infinity to -1 union 1 to infinity. We'll discuss all these things once again in inverse trigonometry chapter, but not difficult, just to have some idea. Sin inverse x, x values must be between -1 to 1. Cos inverse x, x values between -1 to 1. Similarly, all these things. Write all these things. So whenever somebody asks sin inverse inside some other function is there, if you want domain, your f of x should be between -1 to 1. Then only sin inverse will be defined. Similarly, cos inverse you can write. It's okay. I don't write too many. Cos inverse f of x also -1 less than or equal to f of x. And the cosecant inverse f of x. F of x less than or equal to -1 or f of x greater than or equal to 1. Secant inverse f of x also sec. I hope all of you could relate to this easily, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to erase all these things. To discuss about greatest integer function now. Okay, greatest integer function. We're going to define something, and we're going to use it in many chapters from now onwards, including in differentiation, integration, everywhere. There is a symbol like this. It looks like closed interval, but only one number. If I give two numbers like 2, 7, it is everything between 2 to 7, but only one number, what it is representing, is equal to greatest integer less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to x. Less than this number, there are a lot of integers, including this number. Among them, what is the greatest integer? That's what it is. For example, if I take 7.2, it is 7. Why? Take the number line. 6 is here, 7 is here, 8 is here, 9 is here. This is 7.2. I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, so on. Less than 7.2, what are the integers I have?
7, 6, 5.
7, 6, 5, 4. Among them, what is the greatest?
7.
7.
That's what it is. Less than this number, there will be a lot of integers, among them the greatest number. Of course, it is as good as rounding off, not exactly rounding off, truncating. After decimal, whatever is there, forget about it. It's like that for positive numbers, not for negative numbers. We'll see why. So if somebody wants integer part of 9.6, it will be simply 9. If somebody wants integer part of 2.5, greatest integer 2.52. If somebody wants 3.001, it is simply 3. If somebody wants 1.97, it will be 1. If somebody wants 0.23, it is 0. Okay. So just after decimal, whatever is there, you can forget about it. But that is not the definition. Definition is, okay, this is for this. Whatever, if let us say number 5 itself you take, what is the answer will be?
5.
5, sir.
Okay, because that definition doesn't say only less than 5, equal to 5 is also okay. So if you take 5 or all the integers before 5, among them the greatest is 5 itself. If you take 0, it is 0. If you take some 6, it is 6. But let us take for negative numbers, minus 2.7. One should not say, forget about 0.7, it is minus 2.
Minus 1.
Minus 3.
Minus 3.
Let us
Minus 3.
carefully. 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, 1, 2. Where is this minus 2.7? It will be here, minus 2.7. Less than minus 2.7, what are the integers? Minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Among them, what is the greatest?
Minus 3.
Minus 3.
Minus 3. Okay. So usually for positive numbers, you don't have any confusion. If it is integer, as it is that integer. If it is some decimal, forget about the decimal, only take the integer part. But for negative numbers, it is not that you will forget 0.7 and say minus 2. Sorry. It is actually minus 2. If you take minus 0.56, what is the answer will be?
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Okay, because minus 0.56 will be somewhere here. And less than that, I have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Among them, the greatest is minus 1. Minus 1.24.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Okay.
Minus
Minus
2.
1.24 is here. Before that, minus 2 is there. Okay. Those are writing this. Please draw the number line. Mark these things also so that you will realize that better. For positive ones may not be required so much. Just one number line for the first example. But for this, better. Okay, everybody clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now I want to write one equation or inequation, but I want solution set. Okay, integer part of x is equal to 2. Satisfying this, how many x values will be there? Okay. So what is the complete? That means for 2.5 integer part is 2. For 2.3 also greatest integer value is 2. For 2.1 also 2.9 also. How will you write all the solutions for this together?
Open
Close
interval.
to open 3.
Interval 2 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it is 2 less than or equal to x less than 3. That is closed interval 2 to open interval 3. 3 is not okay. Up to 2.9999 something like that is okay, right? Integer part of x is equal to 0. Then
Closed interval 0
Close
to
0 to open 1.
interval.
0 less than or equal to x less than 1, which is closed 0 to open. Integer part of x is equal to minus 3. Anybody want to say?
Closed interval minus 3 to open interval minus 2.
Yeah, you have to take all these things, then minus 3 will come. So minus 3 less than or equal to x less than minus 2. Closed minus 3 to open minus 2. Integer part of x equal to minus 1.
Closed minus 1 to open 0.
Closed minus 1 to open 0.
Yeah. Yes. Now let me give something else. Okay. So I'm going to ask 4 things. These are only for girls. Any girls can answer. Integer part of x less than 5. Integer part of x less than or equal to 7. Integer part of x greater than, let me first give greater than, just 1 minute I'm changing it. Greater than 5, greater than equal to 5, greater than 3, less than 6, integer part of x less than or equal to 4. Yes. Okay, first for greater than equal to 5.
Closed interval to infinity. Closed interval 5 to infinity.
Okay, x should be greater than equal to 5, closed 5 to infinity. Okay, that is easier. Okay, for this, anybody want to tell?
Open interval 3 to infinity.
Open interval?
3 to infinity.
Open interval 3 to infinity. That means 3.5 and all are okay, huh?
Closed interval 4 to infinity.
Yeah. When you want, it should be greater than 3, even 3.2, 3.3, 3.99, not okay, na? Okay.
Yes,
So what is
sir.
the smallest number satisfying this?
4.
4.
Including 4. So x should be greater than or equal to 4, that is close to 4 to infinity. Is the previous one right? Yeah, previous one. Okay. What about this?
Minus infinity to 5.
Are you sure?
Minus infinity to 6.
6.
Open
Minus infinity.
Minus infinity to open 6 or closed 6?
Open.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is straightforward. X less than 6. Minus infinity to 6. Even 5.5 okay. Because if you put 5.5, it will come 5. 5.7 okay. 5.9 okay. So just before 6, up to that okay. But 6 is not okay. Right? What about this?
Open interval minus infinity
Minus
to closed 4.
Interval 4.
Are you
Closed
sure
5.
closed interval? Are you sure closed
Open 5.
5?
Open 5.
It is not just you have to stop at 4. 4.2 is okay here, right? 4.3,
Yes.
4.7, all the way up to 4.99, something like that. So it is x less than 5, which is minus infinity to open. 5 is not okay, but up to 5, everything is okay. Okay. So these are one or two of them are easier, but some of them you have to observe carefully. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'll also want to ask some questions to boys, but that is tomorrow. All right. So today we'll end. What happened? Tomorrow.